What's up guys, Tinman77 here, and today we will discuss the runes and item build for Bard on every different lane. A lot of people are asking me this question on TikTok especially, and yeah, I just want to make a video so everyone can go back to this. I won't go into too much detail, but I'll explain it a little bit. But it's more like an info. I'll also try to put the timestamps in the box below in a comment. Alright, for bar top, we'll go First Strike, Magical Footwear, Futures Market, and then Cosmic Insight, Demolish, and then either Bone Plating or Second Wind, depending on the matchup, depending if they can proc the Bone Plate for free. For example, against Riven, Bone Plating is good. She doesn't have a ranged ability where she can proc it before she goes in. Makes it a big difference, so these are variable. Then attack speed, adaptive force, and then obviously armor or magic resistance depending on the matchup. If you don't know who's mid and top, you can also go scaling health. Then we go to Bard Jungle. Pretty much the same. The normal build, the normal runes will look like this. I will go over the runes first and then the builds in the second part. Zombie Ward, like this is basically you'll always go first strike, boost, futures, cosmic. This is the main thing is the same pretty much. And then secondary in jungle you go zombie ward, relentless, or zombie ward, treasure hunter. Or if you play against something that can counter jungle you and is an assassin, has a lot of damage, you can also go bone plating and something else. It doesn't really matter at that point. You can go overgrowth, unflinching, or demolish. But if you're playing against Rengar, Kha'Zix, stuff like that, bone plating is really good in case they invade you. That's for Bard Jungle. There's also an alternative one where you go this and then this. I don't like this one too much, but if you're not a fan of First Strike, you can also go the Electrocute build. But it's very important you have Futures Market and Cosmic Insight. Bard mid. This is going to be pretty much the same as top lane, but you can go Treasure Hunter here. Then depending on the lane, you can go Taste of Blood or Eyeball Collection. And if you think you're playing against a mid laner who's roaming a lot, or you need the bone plating, you can also go the same as top, bone plating, demolish, get some early plates. This helps you against an all-in. If you think you're gonna be roaming a lot, then Treasure Hunter Eyeball is probably really good. Just helps you snowball with the additional gold. Then Bard ADC. Here I wouldn't ever go Resolve. On ADC I would always go Taste of Blood, Treasure Hunter. Helps you a little bit with the sustain in lane. And on bot lane you're fighting against a lot of different champions. You get assists and kills on a lot of different champions. You're gonna farm the Treasure Hunter early. You get your items sooner. It's really good. This is for Bard ADC. Then Bard support. You can also go First Strike Treasure Hunter. I think on support this one is better. On support there's a lot of different variations. You can go Cheap Shot or Taste of Blood, and you can go Treasure Hunter or Relentless. You can also go something like this. Both is really good. Kinda depends on what you prefer more. Do you want to heal or want extra damage? I personally think Taste of Blood is a little bit better. And then secondary, you can also go Cosmic Insight Futures Market or Celerity Scorch. Scorch obviously really good. Procs on your passive auto attacks. You can also go Transcendence because Celerity is a pretty bad rune. Or Absolute Focus, but I don't really like Absolute Focus because it scales with levels, and on support you're a little bit lower level. If you're looking to mega roam perma the whole game, If you're playing like against Yumi and you just want to roam, you can also go Celerity Water Walking. Here obviously Relentless or Treasure, depending on like, are you planning to roam a lot? Obviously you're always gonna roam a little bit, you're bored. But if you're planning to roam a lot, go Relentless. And that's pretty much it for the runes. This is for damage bard support, by the way. For support bard, I'm not going into detail because other people have guides. You would go something like this, something like this. You can go fleet, you can also go guardian and stuff, but like tank support bard is another thing, and I try to keep this video as short as possible. And people mostly ask me for the damage bard. If you want this, you can comment, and I can also make a tank support bard rune tutorial. Then for the items, you're gonna build him the same on top jungle mid ADC. You're gonna rush statics as soon as possible because you don't have wave clear. Get the Night Harvester and after that Horizon Focus. The boots you just buy like whenever you have the money. You're running magical footwear, so you're not gonna get them too early anyway. You never build it before statics. You always build statics first. In certain games you can also go the tanky boots. Plated steel caps, but most of the times you're gonna run sorcerer. After these three items, you just see what do you need. Does the enemy have a lot of magic resistance? Then you go void stuff. Do I get one-shotted all the time by Rengar maybe? You get the Sonias. Do they have maybe a Karthus that's mega fat? Then Benji's is good. If nothing of this, then just go Rabadons. It's simply the most damage. Fourth item. But if they have magic resistance, void stuff is better. And for the support build, you want this as your core. If you're on magical footwear, you obviously you have the other boots, but you don't really run that on support. You're building this as soon as possible, Kirky's shard. Really, really good on board support. It lines up perfectly with your meeps. And you just run in, throw an auto attack, run back, and yeah. Then you build a Hextech alternator, and if you have this as a core, you have a lot of damage. And this is pretty cheap, these two items, but you can probably do like half-life of an enemy squishy with auto attack, Q auto attack. This is extremely good. Get this as soon as possible, even before finishing the boots. Unless you, of course, roam a lot, then you can also go Swifties or something, but I'm focusing on damage bard because that's what people ask me all the time. After that, if you're fat, very fat, you can go rapid fire first, but most of the time you're gonna finish the Night Harvester and then build the rapid fire afterwards. This just gives a lot more, gives you also health and ability haste, so you can have more ults, more Qs, and a good damage. Yeah, that's pretty much it. This is not in depth. I'm just telling you what I build, what runes do I go. I will make a full on guide where I go really in depth, but for now this has to be enough. The guide, I still have to play a little bit, try some stuff out. This is it for now. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments, and thanks for tuning in. Bye bye.